This is the War Brief Daily for May 16th, covering the Russia-Ukraine theater. Russia launched one of its largest combined strikes in recent weeks overnight. Here are the three developments we're tracking today. First, a large-scale Russian drone and missile assault on Ukraine. Second, intensifying frontline pressure across the Donetsk axis. And third, Ukraine's sustained counter-drone campaign targeting Russian border regions. Let's get into it. First, the overnight strike. This is confirmed. Russia launched a combined Shahed-series kamikaze drone and Kh-series cruise missile attack spanning at least 8 oblasts simultaneously. Kyiv, Dnipropetrovsk, Zaporizhzhia, Sumy, Kharkiv, Mykolaiv, Odesa, and Kherson were all targeted in the same overnight window. Ukraine's Air Force confirmed air defenses were activated across all 8 regions, and intercept operations continued throughout the night. In Kyiv, debris from intercepted drones fell across the city, but no confirmed direct hits on critical infrastructure. In Dnipropetrovsk, at least 2 confirmed strikes caused damage to residential structures and ignited a fire at an industrial facility. Emergency services were deployed. The final intercept tally from Ukraine's Air Force had not been published as of early morning. Those numbers are still emerging. Why does this matter? Hitting 8 oblasts simultaneously is not random. It is a deliberate saturation tactic designed to stretch Ukraine's point air defense systems to their limits and maximize the odds of something getting through. The continued focus on energy and industrial infrastructure points to a long-term degradation strategy, not a one-night operation. Second, the front line. Ukraine's general staff confirmed Russian offensive pressure continued in the Pokrovsk, Kharkiv, and Donetsk directions. Ukrainian forces repelled multiple Russian assault attempts in the Pokrovsk direction. Pokrovsk is the single most critical pressure point on the Eastern Front right now. A meaningful Russian advance there would threaten Ukrainian logistics and defensive depth across the broader Donetsk theater. In Kharkiv, deep state UA frontline tracking confirmed minor Russian positional gains. Slow, grinding compression of that pocket continues. Third, Ukraine's counter-drone campaign into Russia. Confirmed, Russian regional officials in Belgorod reported overnight drone activity and minor infrastructure damage. Temporary airspace restrictions were imposed over parts of southern Russia, consistent with active air defense engagements. There are single-source OSINT claims of Ukrainian strikes on fuel or logistics infrastructure in the Belgorod-Kursk area. Those are not yet independently confirmed. What is confirmed is the strategic logic. Every Russian air defense intercept over Russian territory is one less system available to stop incoming strike packages targeting Ukraine. On the diplomatic front, no movement. The fundamental gap between Russia's demand for territorial recognition and Ukraine's rejection of any frozen front line remains as wide as ever. Talks are structurally blocked. Here's what to watch in the next cycle. Ukraine's Air Force final intercept count from the overnight strike. Damage assessment updates from Dnipropetrovsk and Zaporizhzhia. Frontline position verification in Pokrovsk and Kharkiv. And any confirmation of Ukrainian logistics strikes in the Belgorod-Kursk area. That's your War Brief Daily for May 16th. Stay sharp.